We're nearly there now. How are you feeling about the game?
Very excited. I think the boys will be getting excited. There's still a couple of days worth of work to do at the moment, but no, because it's this, I keep saying it's the next game. That's what makes it exciting, because we know there's no league games in between. We can just totally focus on this game, and that's been good. And they've worked hard, the boys. So, you know, good luck to the 11 that get selected, because they're the ones that are chosen for this big game. And then hopefully you'll be taking 3 off the bench, so they'll get their opportunity. But it's a great chance for our boys to put themselves in the shop window, to enhance their reputation, and for our football club to enhance its reputation in the FA Cup.
And of course the pictures are going to be beamed worldwide, we're told, you know, to the Middle East, to Australia, to America. I mean, that in itself is a great thing. I mean, obviously perhaps on the back of Man United being the visitors, but nonetheless it gives Yeovil the opportunity to get out, doesn't it? It
does. All publicity, as they say, is good publicity. It's publicity, and if it's worldwide, then you never know. There might be a great little player out in Argentina somewhere, and he now knows the name of Yeovil, just in case we're competition as far as bringing him over to England is concerned. So there's lots of reasons for people to get to know your football club's name. I remember one of the big things was when Subbuteo first came out, and Yeovil was their only non-league team, and that sort of started with putting Yeovil on the map a little bit. Everybody knew, you know, the green and white of Yeovil.
Yeah, quite. Now it's going to be a full house crowd. I mean, I would imagine, you know, Man United supporters are known for their noise. Yeovil supporters are known for their noise. It's going to be one absolutely amazing atmosphere, isn't it?
It'll be a fantastic atmosphere. We've had some big games here over the last 10 years, and every time our supporters have come up trumps. We know that there'll be 2,000 Man United fans singing because they're world class at what they do. But when the Huish Park crowd get going, that becomes a real terrific noise, because it's round all 3 sides, and it is a 12th man. We've said it a million times, but it is, because we've done all right. We've seemed to get through in the big games. When we've needed to win, we've got through, and we've had some big games.
We've had some big games between us since I've been working with you. Do you count this as being perhaps the biggest?
Well, I count the Accrington game as being the biggest, because that led, we needed to win that to get this game against Man United. But of course, it's the biggest game in prestige, if you like, as far as, you know, when you've got to play Man United in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. That's what all the little kids that dream about being footballers. That's what they dream about.
Yeah.
And so our group of lads, our 11 that start and the 7 subs, they'll get their opportunity of you know, seeing out their dream.
But we've played Liverpool. We've had 2 finals at Wembley. I mean, you know, is it bigger than that, do you think?
I think it's up there with it. It'd be disrespectful to the 2 finals and Liverpool if we didn't say that, but because it's the current day and it's happening in 2 or 3 days' time, of course it becomes a massive game for our football club. And we seem to get a big game every few years or so, but we do get them big games, and that's credit to the club. And it seems that most people are happy with their ticket allocation, and I'm sure there's some that are not quite happy, but I think the club's done all it could to keep our supporters happy, and if they're happy, then that's good, because we want them to remember this game for the rest of their lives.
Now, about 3:15 on Sunday afternoon, you're going to be in this room, the dressing room where we are now. What are you going to say to those? What's your last sort of thing going to be saying to them?
Well, all the work would have been done during the week. There's still a little bit to go as we stand, but there's still 2 days to go. It'll just be really reminding them of what they've got to do, how they can affect the game, because that's what we'd have worked on, how their individual game can affect Man United, how the group game, the tactics can affect Man United, and you've got to try and make the opposition defend. That's the nature of the game. We're certainly not going to, as they say, park our bus, if you like, because you can still get beat and wish you hadn't, and wish you'd give it a bit of a go, sort of thing. So we want to be part of a classic FA Cup tie, and yes, they might have the ability, Man United, to pin us back a little bit, but we got to have that desire, the commitment, the energy to put them under pressure on occasions and give them a scare.
When you think back to some of the FA Cup upsets that we've had in the past, Yeovil themselves beating Sunderland back in 1949, Hereford beating Newcastle, Coventry beaten by somebody or other, I can't remember who now, but there's loads, isn't there, that you think of them, and can you see another one coming?
Well, someone's got to do it, and we've got a great opportunity to beat one of the world's football institutions, because we're playing them. Now, we respect that they're worth millions and millions of pounds as individual players, and they are the top players in the world, whoever they pick, whatever ones of the squad they pick. So we've just got to respect them in a way that we understand how big their club is, but then we've got to make sure that we don't overdo it and respect them too much and stand there and watch them play. We got to make sure that we perform and we give a good account of ourselves.
Finally, have you got a message for the Yeovil fans? Because it's going to be a monumental day for everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, just congratulations on getting a ticket. Enjoy the day, because it is a great day. And like we've seen, the supporters here that were at the last Man United game in 1949, or whenever it was 49, I think. And those people have remembered it for the whole of their lives, even though it was a defeat, and a big defeat. So we've got to make sure that we understand that we owe it to our supporters to make it a memorable match.